Okay, sir, send the search party. Where is this guy? He's supposed to be on. He says he's going to start his show at 8:30 Eastern, and here we are at 8:42. What is he drinking again? No, he's not drinking. What's in that thing that he guzzles on anyway? Is there a whole bunch of drambuie in there, or Irish cream or something? What's he? He sure seems to enjoy that coffee in the morning. Good morning. Welcome. Sorry it took so long to come on with you today. I was busy with the Gold Bagel members on the other side. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here and coming through, being part of the program. Keith Wilson, by the way, thank you for joining this channel as a brand new Gold Bagel member. Appreciate you. Look, I was dealing with a question from the Gold Bagel members that we were talking about some credit spread situations where one of our viewers got exercised on a credit spread. And we had to figure out, what does this mean? And how can we deal with this and all that? And the next thing you know, one of my viewers says, you're already 10 minutes late on the other show just by helping us here. And I'm going, oh, yeah, that's right. Last time I looked, I had 5 or 6 minutes to go. And now I'm 10 minutes late. I better go to the live show. And so here we are. And we're figuring it out. And it's going to be fine. Thank you all for joining me today from wherever you are on the planet. It's your buddy, Uncle Bruce. That's what they call me. They call me Uncle Bruce. This is Stock Markets with Bruce on YouTube. And I'm here to try to explain to you in plain English how the stock market works and options writing can completely transform your life. That's my job. This past weekend was interesting for me because during Saturday and Sunday, I had a couple of viewers who wanted to talk to me privately on a one-on-one session, which I offer if any of you are interested in getting together with me personally. There's been a change in your life, or you're writing options and it's not working out as well as you want it to, or you're about to start the right options and you could really use someone to hold your hand to reassure you that what you're thinking of doing is the right thing you're doing, or you've been here a couple of years and you've made a piss pot of money and you want to talk to me about it to make sure that this is okay, right? Whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. I get so many requests where people will say to me, there's been a change in the family. I got the expression is, I got the 3 o'clock in the morning phone call and everything is different now. And they reach out to me to say, you're not family. You're not emotional like all the family is right now. You're not full of vengeance. You're not full of anger. You're not full of wonderment. You're an outsider that I can talk to about the finance situation within the family now. And you're not going to be at the dinner table here next week when we're all getting together to try to figure out what the hell we're doing. I need to talk to somebody totally independent about what's going on, and I need that person to have an outside viewpoint looking into this picture, rather than, I can't talk to my uncle, my cousin, my brother, my mother, my father, my grandfather. I can't talk to them about what I want to talk to you about, because if I ask a question in the wrong way, they'll feel that I'm being biased about something. Come on over. We'll have a chat, and we'll try to figure it out. We'll do the best we can with what we've got, and we'll go from there. Anyway, thank you all for joining me today, waiting it out. We're here, and we are looking at an opening today. I don't know how strong it'll be, how long it'll last, but so far we do have an uptick in the market. The Dow's about 90-something points higher. It's been 110, 120. We're fluctuating, and it's typical. We should be. We're up 21 on S&P, and we're up 139 on NASDAQ. The world at large is wondering what is going on in Washington, and everyone in America is, I don't know if it's everyone in America, but I will say, I'm going to guess, a huge number of people in America are saying to themselves or asking themselves, what is going on in Washington? That's it. I don't want to get political. I hate getting political, and I'm going to avoid it as much as I humanly possibly can. However, what does happen in Washington can affect the investment market. It can be affected. Now, by how much, where, when, whatever, I'm just a guy trying to explain to you in plain English what seems to be going on. Okay, and there you have it. Anyway, welcome to the party. Tomorrow, Tuesday, tariffs are supposed to begin against Canada and Mexico. That's the deadline that's been set, and I don't even know if it's a deadline. I think it's more of a proclamation. It's more of a, no matter what anyone says or does, it's going to happen because it can't be stopped now. I think we're now faced with that kind of a overhanging thing. And I think the market has kind of gone, yeah, okay, well, do what you got to do, enact your tariffs and watch the other side happen. And, you know, here we go. We're going to have our little hissy fits now between countries. And okay, I think the market is over it. I really do. I think the stock market is kind of going, enough already. Either do it or shut the hell up. Stop threatening everybody with it and just do it. And you want to put on a show and you want to, you know, whatever, then go ahead. Put on your little act and, you know, get the TVs into the office and I don't know, just whatever. The world will go on. We've had tariffs before. I mean, if I recall, 2018, 17, 18, before COVID, we had tariffs, if I'm not mistaken. And all through, well, the tariffs were mostly repealed, except for some, when Biden came in. Did the world collapse? No. Did a million people lose their jobs overnight? No, I don't think so. And are we here? We're here. You know, like we're just the people on the outside. You know, we're just average people, I hope. Just trying to get by, man. We're just trying to get by. And we don't have any grudges against countries and stuff, generally speaking. I mean, I'm a Canadian. Do I hate Americans? No. I love Americans. Where am I right now? I'm in America. California, and I love it here. I love the people here, and I love the geographical thing, and I love the area, and I love the history of this area, and I just feel really comfy here. I'm a happy guy. And my viewers are 60% Americans and 40% the rest of the planet. And I'm just a guy trying to help you out, make money. Nothing personal. It's all I'm about. But boy, is it tough not to talk about something else when trying to talk about this and oh, people get all upset. Okay, let's just make money and whatever. But we gotta, you know, we gotta keep an eye on the rolling ticker tape of news sometimes that goes by, just to kind of understand what's the latest going on. Richard Carlin, thank you for joining me. Eddie Martin, thanks. Stuart is here. Susan Shops. Keith, way to go, buddy. New member. I'm not sure if Keith is a brand new first time ever Gold Bagel member, but he's a Gold Bagel member as of right now, and I welcome you to the party, my friend. 49er, am I doing this right? One STO put. 321 March 21 Tesla $300 strike for 2190 premium. One STO put. Is this not? I'm not sure what's going on here. Without also, good morning, everybody. Without any details, I'm not sure what to make of it. But you've written a put for $300 put for 2190, I guess is what you did. And the stock is around 301 right now. And The put is worth right now at 301 a share. The put is worth, let me think a minute, nothing except for time. And this expires March 21. Again, I'm looks okay to me. Robert, number 14, thumbs up. Hello, Bruce, Auntie Jen, everyone. Thank you, my friend. Big E is here. Number 18, thumbs up. The man, Crazy Niner, I would say, yeah, as long as Tesla stays above 279, if you get assigned above 279, just sell right away or right cover calls. So, yeah, if you've got a put out there at 300, you're obligated to buy the shares at 300 a share, less the money you got for the contract. So your net cost is 279. So obviously, if the shares are 289 and you get assigned at 300, you're still up $10 on that trade. Sell the shares right away at 289. You've locked in your $10 gain on this trade, $1,000 on one put contract. You want to write another one, cash secured put. You can write another one at any time after you close it out, and you can decide, well, do I write a 290 now because the stock's around 290? Can I get 21 for that one? That means I'm prepared to pay 269 for this stuff, right? Yeah, right. Closes at, it's at 279 when you get exercised to 290. You made another $1,000, even though stock is dropping. Even though you're wrong, you wrote a put, you got exercised, you were wrong because the stock is dropped, you still make money. Like this is where casinos always win in the end. Casinos always win because they're the ones writing the contract. This is why you're here. Thanks, guys. The man also, watch as you get closer to expiry, maybe close out for profits. That's a good idea. Cutting edge. Oh my God, Bruce, I made it to number 22 on the meter. I'm the best. Oh my gosh. Thank God for that. Crazy 49er, thanks. Going to put in the stink bid to buy that thing back cheap. Keith, good morning, Uncle Bruce. I'm number 28 on your thumbs up meter today. Would hit that thing 1,000 times if I could, but they only let me do it once. Okay, if you like what I do, hit the thumbs up button. Okay, if you hate what I do, hit the thumbs up button once, then twice, and then again, and it's all good. Corinne, number 34. Shot Guy, where's Uncle Bruce, by the way? Why isn't he here? Shot Guy 36, Mandu 38, Markdowns 39, Doug 37, Free Range 41. Send out the search party for Bruce. Jeff, good morning, everybody. Let's make some dough today. Welcome, Jeff. Good to have you, buddy. Nice to see you. Jason, number 50 here. Touch Grass is here. How's it going, kids? Richard Carlin, Aurora 59, Stevens here 57, Charlie. Good morning, all. Sorry, everyone, for the late start. I think it was kind of my fault because I was asking Bruce on the other side on that Gold Bagel member-only trade alert show this morning that I was asking him questions. It kind of delayed us to get over here, but we're here now. Crazy. That's it. You're now Charlie C. That's it. You are now Charlie C3. Laughing out loud. Welcome, Keith. Vladdy is here. 64 thumbs up. Jeff, I thought he was Charlie C1 now after last week. Walter, good morning, Bagel Familia. Welcome, Keith, to the program and the family here. The man sounds like Zelensky has agreed in the mineral deal for the third time. How many times does a guy have to agree to a deal before there's a deal? I have no idea. Touch Grass. Trade policy affects the markets regardless where you are. There you don't get political on me now. Oh, yes, Larry. Good morning, all. Number 69. Oh, nice. Vilbus, the sword of, I can't even pronounce that. Charlie, done. James, good morning. Lucky 70. Crazy 49er. I heard Airbus is slowing deliveries into the U.S. because of the tariffs, and Boeing can't get their butts in gear. Mandu 5, welcome, Keith. Charlie, moving up the seniority ladder now. Charlie C1. Crazy 49er waving. Hey, hello. Clapping. Jay Gill, good morning. Casey is here. Sell to open. The man, STO, I assume, sell to order, sell to open. Crazy 49er, sell to open. Okay, there we have it. Jennifer, number 80. I have a suspicion that the put that you're trying to get that kind of price for won't be giving you that kind of price if the stock is at 301 to start the day. If we're opening at 301, the 300 put, if that's what it was, if I remember, won't be trading where it left off on Friday. The bid ask will adjust according to the fact that the market is up $8, but you will figure it out. The man, I have to get better at staggering DTE. Sitting here folding arms for a month at a time gets boring. Days to expiry. So you're going to need to create maybe this Friday expiry trades, next Friday expiry trades, the Friday after. You can certainly do that as you get better at this. Good morning, everybody from Ed. Mondo Music, 1,500 shares in GameStop. Should I write covered calls? Any help, please? Well, you can always write covered calls on GameStop if that's what if you're holding them in a retirement account, perhaps. You don't have them in a margin or a cash account. You got them in an IRA or an RRSP or something like that, or a Roth or something. If you're managing the account and the stock's at 25.41, up 37 cents this morning, you could write a covered call on GameStop, whether you want to write a covered call that expires within 30 days or less than 90 days or less, or you want to go out further, depending on how much premium you want. If you're growing a retirement account with 1,500 shares, and the objective here is to beat a money manager that would have managed your money in the past, or could have managed, or could still manage your money, and you want to say to the world, say to yourself, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write covered calls for, say, next January 2026, which is now, 9 months away? You could write 25s, or you could write, 30s, or you could, whatever strike you want. I mean, how much cash do you want, and what price are you willing to offer your stock for sale at? So these are questions only you can answer. Everyone here is different, but look, 15 times $5 a contract. If you can get $5 a contract times 15 contracts, you're hauling in $7,500 in cash. Now, what do you do with that money? That's $7,500. Do you just buy a high interest yielding ETF that pays a monthly interest payment? Maybe it's treasury bills or corporate. Or do you take that $7,500 and buy more GameStop with it? At 25 a share, you can buy 300 more, and you can write 3 more contracts, another $1,500, and now do this. Okay, or if you're going to write 1 month out contracts that are going to bring you $1.50 to $2, but in a month you're going to have to deal with it again. Well, then you're bringing in $2,000, $2,200 for $1.50. Sit on the dough and decide what to do. On the other hand, you could just sell the shares if these are in a margin account or a cash account, but a margin account, sell them 25 something a share, and write $25 cash secured puts for January 26 as an example, and take a big cash premium for that. So the first thing you do is you get your cash for your stock. Second thing you do is you get a cash for the puts you're writing, and now you're probably sitting on 130 to 140% of your dough or account value. You just got a whack of cash in there. If you're now hauling in daily interest on that money through the purchase of a high yielding ETF that pays a monthly interest dividend, corporates might pay you 7%, 7 to 8% per year on an annual, on a quarter, on a monthly basis, annualized. Boy, I'm having a tough time. So you're getting maybe 0.6 of a month, 0.6% of interest per month. So you got 10 grand, you're hauling in $60 a month. You haul in 100 grand, you're hauling in 600 a month in interest. So you sell your stock for 25? It's 37,500. Bring in 10 grand, 11 grand, 12 grand in premiums, cash secured puts. You got 50 grand now sitting? Is that right? And you're earning interest on $50,000. 0.6, that's 300 a month, $10 a day. To now do this, you get paid $10 a day interest on 50,000, where your account right now is worth 37.5. Your stock's worth 37.5, and you're now being paid interest on 50,000 cash that is in your account, locked up in your account. It's in your hands, and you can buy those puts back when you're good and ready. If the shares climb a couple of bucks in the next week or 2 or 3 or month, or hit 35 3 months from now, those puts you wrote will drop in value badly, and you will buy them back for a fraction of what you sold them for, and now you will write $35 or $40 cash secured puts for another maybe a $5 grab again. And you'll add that cash to your 50 grand and now get interest on 57 or 60,000. You might want to do a one-on-one with me about that. ALA, good morning, everybody. Beach Boy, I'm not here. Both Uncle Bruce and myself, I'm not here. Bagel Babe in the house. And Cassie is saying, you know what? I have March 28th, $28 covered calls on GameStop. You could sell 5, and if the stock goes up, sell 5 more, and then sell 5 more. And this is a great tip. Here you go. Dude, let's go hit the numbers. Get the thumbs up for everybody. 6:02 is the time. That means it's 9:02 Eastern, 28 minutes from the opening. Charlie, you might want to look into selling your GameStop and writing cash secured puts at or right around your sell price. Bring in some premium. There you go. There. What was I saying? Bobby Joe, Matterport conversion is complete. Okay. Dude, STOBTC. Okay. Cindy, time to sell puts on sound stocks. Thank everyone. Please look into those. The man, I finally transferred my Roth from M1 Finance passive dividend investing to Fidelity so I can write tax-free options. Now we're talking. The man says, Cindy, Sound and BBAI are what I'm currently doing. BBAI has pretty high premiums and is being compared to Palantir in potential. John T. question. If I do 10 calls, credit spreads on Netflix, if I do 10 credit spread Netflix, does that mean I need enough margin to cover if exercised? That would be approximately $1 million. I'm confused on how they work on spreads, how margin works. No, you don't need that much right now. So if you're doing, okay, let's say you want to do a credit spread on NVIDIA, call credit spread. And the stock is trading right now at, I don't know, what is it trading at right now? Let's take a look. NVIDIA right now is 123.86. Okay, so let's say you're going to write a $150 range credit spread. Somewhere in that neighborhood is where you want to be. Because the objective is simple. You want to write a call and buy a call, and you want them both to die worthless. And what you get for the call that you sell will be this much money, and what you pay for the call that you're buying is that much money, and the difference is a credit, which is your money if they die worthless. Okay. You could do a $5 spread where you're writing a 150 and buying a 155, or you could write a 153 and buy a 158, or you could write a 155 and buy a 160. I mean, any way you want. That's a $5 spread. You can do a $2 spread, 150 to 52, 151 to 53, 153 to 55, 159 to 161, wherever you want. What's in it for you? What kind of percentage return on your money are we talking about? If you're doing a $2 credit spread, you need $200 in capital to cover a $2 credit spread. If you're doing a $5 credit spread, 150 to 55 or 155 to 160, you need $500 per credit spread. You want to do 10 of these? You need 500 times 10. You need $5,000 to do 10 $5 credit spreads. The most you could lose is $5,000 because one contract negates the other as far as losses go. You lock in the worst case scenario, a $5,000 loss, except you're getting a credit. Remember, you're selling a call closer to the market than the call you're buying. This one is worth more money than the one you're buying. So the difference between the two is a credit. Now, let's say on a $5 credit spread, you're bringing in 60 cents, 12% return. 60 cents goes against the $5. Your losses now could only be 440 because you got a 60-cent credit on this trade, which means you could make a total profit of $60 per contract. 10 times is $600, or you could lose $5,000 less $600, $4,400, and anywhere in between. It depends on where the stock ends up and what it does in the meantime. So if you're doing a 2-week expiry or whatever you want to do here, 2-week to 4-week expiry time frame to bring in a nice credit out of the market, way ahead of the stock, and maybe 150 is still too close. Look at 155, 160, 165, 170. I mean, just go shopping. You may find that you have to go 5 weeks out to get a 160, 170 neighborhood spread written. You might have to go that far out. But if you can get a 10 to 12% credit on a spread, whether it's a $2 spread, 3, 5, 8, 10, whatever, you have to think about this little thought in your head. Okay, here's a little bonus tip for you today. And some of you have brokerage firms that will charge you a commission to write your put credit spreads, call credit spreads, and they'll charge you a commission to get out. Now, some of the firms that you deal with, again, depending on where you are and who you're dealing with, some of the firms only charge you a commission to get into the trade, and they don't charge you a commission to get out of the trade. Some of you have very high commissions per contract. Some of you have very low commissions. Now, here's the secret. If the 12% return is being offered to you, and again, this is just an example only. It's not a guarantee that you'll get this. An example, you can get a 10 or 12% return and you're happy with that trade, but you can either do it at a $2 spread level, a $5 spread level, or a $10 spread level. With a $10 spread level, that's $1,000 capital required to do that trade. You only have to do 5 of those if you've got $5,000, right? With a $2 spread level, $5,000 worth of spreads to make 12% on $5,000 or 12% on $5,000 over here is the same. It's $600 profit. Whether it's a $10 spread or a $2 spread, it's a $600 profit, except the commissions are chargeable by how many contracts you are using or creating, writing, buying. So if you're going to buy a call and sell a call, that is 2 contracts of commissions. Now, if you want to do a $5,000 credit spread, again, I'm just using a very generic example. At $1,000 a spread, you're dealing with 5 calls that you're writing and 5 calls you're buying. 10 calls times your commissions. If it's 50 cents a contract, that just costs you $5, okay? And if it's $5 on the way out, total cost of commissions, $10. Total profit could be $600 or less based on when you close it out. On the other hand, if you do $2 spreads for $5,000 transactions, you're now doing 25 contracts in and out. You're now doing a 50 contract trade times your commissions. And if it's 50 cents a contract, it's $25 in and $25 out. That's $50. On the other example, it was $10. So it's $40 more in commission to get a 12% return on your $5,000 max. This is where a wider spread might be a smarter move. You write fewer contracts to pay less in commissions in and out or out and in. Okay? So keep that in mind with your option chain when you're looking forward. So if you're looking at weekly contracts, you're thinking, yeah, Bruce, I want to do contracts that die this Friday. I got $20,000. I want to put $20,000 to work, and if I can get a 10% return for this week on $20,000, that's $2,000 to me. Well, are you not better off writing $1,000 spreads, $10 spreads? It's $1,000 a contract. Are you not better off doing 20 of those instead of 200 of smaller priced, or 150 or whatever the number is? Check your commission costs, okay? And then you'll see just which is the smartest way to go. There you go. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to say it in plain English. 20 minutes to go. I wrote $30 cover calls expiring March 28th for $1.25 on my GameStop the end of last week. Rock and roll. And the GameStop shares right now are sitting at, where are we at right now? 25.41. So we're talking about out of the money calls that are worthless in reality. They only have time, and the time is now 25 days and counting until these are expired and they are worthless. You wrote $30 covered calls. Giddy up. If you wrote one of them, you brought in $125. You had 100 shares, you wrote a call, you brought in $125. This thing dies worthless, keep $125 less your commission. Thank you very much. You buy them back for a quarter towards the last week or two, you've cleared $1. If you've done 10 of these, you had 1,000 shares, you're bringing in $1,250, and how much of that $1,250 are you going to keep? It's up to you to decide. Obviously, if the shares today go up $2, just today, these calls will become more valuable because the stock is getting closer to $30. If, however, during the week this week, the shares drift to $22, you're $8 out of the money instead of where we are now. These will really drop in value this week already because they're 8 away from the party. But time itself, you've got, what did I say, 25 days? There's 5 days this week, 5 days next week, and 5 days the week after that. So I guess what you have here is 15 trading days left to go and $1.25 of time that will evaporate. It looks like 8 cents a day will disappear, or 9 cents a day will disappear on the value of these contracts. So yeah, this week they'll drop by a third. Next week they'll drop by a third, and the week after they'll drop by a third to nothing because 30s are out of the money. Well done. Welcome to the party. Crazy 49er. Sell to open, buy to close. There you go. John T. I don't plan on using margin. Alex, number 100. Good morning, everybody. On the thumbs up meter, the man, John T. Then you need to be very diligent about your balances because some brokers will automatically put your trades into margin if the balances are just a little off. John T. Due to how they calculate unrealized and realized gains. Ryan, Bruce, did you see the CEO of 23andMe wants to take the company private again? I did not hear that yet. You're the first to mention it. It's not the first time, not the second time, not the third time, not the fifth time, not the millionth time we've heard this. The shares this morning are down 73 cents a share at 147 in the pre-market, it would appear. And let's see what's being said. Anything, anywhere? Do you know what she wants to pay for this? I have no idea. And there's financial challenges here and all this stuff. This is the old, same old news. Press release. I got nothing. I got that, nothing. I got that, nothing. So anybody have any specific news on it? Do let me know. I can't see anything here on the press wires at the moment. Thank you, Ryan, for the heads up. Splair just arrived at the bagel office, first day of the month, and I'm delayed. Sorry. Welcome. Anyway, just kidding. Let's rock. The man, GameStop is like the perfect stock to run the wheel strategy in and on my own, on options. Good premiums, pretty safe price range. Well, as I say, on GameStop, I have been telling you guys you can write cash secured puts on it and get some very nice premiums from time to time, or you can write put credit spreads and stay in the low 20s and just take in returns. Why not? Way to go. Ed says, I calculate the percentage return on my money. Cassie, Uncle Bruce, this is Brian in his wife's account. Brian, you're in your wife's account. What the hell are you doing there? I have 27 cash secured puts on Rocket Lab ending this week, about 550 out of the money. Do you think Rocket Lab could hit that this week? I'm okay being assigned shares. I will sell cover calls and DCAs. Okay. I'm always okay with Rocket Lab. I like what Rocket Lab is doing this morning already in the pre-market. I read already that apparently space stocks are getting a big boost today because of that lunar landing that was successful over the weekend or something like that. So, I mean, Rocket Lab gained 66 on Friday. It's up 80 this morning to 21.29. It had such a drop-off, as you all know, from 2-3 weeks ago, down to 16 on Friday morning. To bounce to 23.25 would not even be a shocker to me, but, it's got to do it. So we'll find out. So, Brian, welcome. Ryan, 253 per share is the offer. Ryan, 253. Oh, I see. For ME is what you're talking about. Pardon me. Excuse me. Well, what's odd to me is if there's a 253 offer and the stock is now 147, what's going on? Wouldn't it be closer to 240 right now in the market if there's a 253 offer? I'm a bit surprised. It's a good stock not to fear assignment, basically, says the man. I think you're talking about GameStop there. Richard, 41 cents per share on ME. So now it's a 41-cent offer. What's going on? I don't know what's going on here. CKT, I'm 110 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you. Again, I can't find an announcement on ME in the on its website, on its quote page. Did anyone send me anything through an email about this? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I'm happy to look it over and see what's going on. I don't know. See what's going on. All right. Welcome all to the program. I'm glad you're here. And thank you for joining me today from wherever you are on the planet. And thanks again for becoming members of this channel. Thank you for becoming either subscribers, Gold Bagel members, Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members. Love you. We do appreciate it. Thank you all. Let's see here. Where am I right now? Here we go. We're going to go comment only for members now. Please become a member of this channel, and you can comment here during the soon to start trading hours, trading minutes. And you're supporting this channel. You're keeping me on the air. I appreciate it. I did get a funny little notification from YouTube the other day. I think a lot of channels got this, but I got this notification because what's happening now is the AI world is infiltrating everything everywhere, and I think I got an AI message from YouTube. This might have come in like Friday or Saturday. By the way, 115 thumbs ups, and thank you. And also the poll question of the day, 145 of you have already answered the question. The question is, my relatives and friends are amazed how my option writing returns are beating their managed accounts. And only 39% of you are saying, they are amazed, as 61% are not amazed. And maybe I didn't question this, write this rightly, but I guess they're saying no because they are expecting me to beat their accounts by being an option writer, because I show them how I do it, and they go, well, no wonder you're beating my returns. You're taking over control of your account, and you're making a shit-kicking return on your option writing strategies. I don't know. I just want you to get richer. Anyway, YouTube asked me if I would be interested in getting more views for my shows. Would you like to? They showed me, they showed a thumbnail of my last live show from Friday, and they said, would you like to have that show get a lot more views on YouTube? Click here. And I click just for the curiosity, and it's basically letting me buy advertising from YouTube to promote my show. So they're coming to me to say, hey, if you give us money at Google AdSense, we'll promote your show to the world to give you more viewers. And I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to do that? I'm finding it kind of ridiculous in that when you become a member of my channel, you're paying a fee to YouTube, and YouTube gets 30% of that fee, and I get 70% of the membership fee every month. And I'm thinking, guys, if I get more people to become members, I make you, YouTube, I make you money. I'm paying for myself. I am justifying why I'm here. And if I get my viewers to give me a thumbs ups, that is showing you the engagement that I have with my viewers, a very good engagement. Poll questions, responses to this, and all. You should be promoting me as it is. As a matter of fact, YouTube, you should be promoting me really aggressively, because if I can get in front of 5,000 people at a time instead of 267 that are here right now, I have 4,700 people that could possibly think about becoming members of this channel, which would give you guys, YouTube, 30% of the action. Now, if 100 out of 4,700 people became members of this channel, just by it all falling down, trickle down economics. Does sound familiar to you? I would think that would be worth YouTube's time. But they're saying to me, would you like to buy advertising so we will promote you to more people? And I'm kind of going, I think I'm already putting in everything I need to put in. I'm giving you a 30-minute show for my members to keep my members. I'm giving you a 2-hour plus show every day, 5 days a week, and a one-on-one on Wednesdays for my Gold Bagel members to deliver the goods, be here live during the market that changes every single day. Am I not working hard enough for YouTube to have a partnership with me? Because after all, I thought this was a partnership between me and YouTube. The partnership is the creator creates and the creator delivers results for his viewers. And I think my viewers are benefiting from learning how the market works in plain English and scoring some really nice gains on option writing. So that YouTube will say, well, look, every time this guy gets a new member, we're getting so much money a month from these members because we get 30% of the action. And every set of eyeballs that watches him, we get to throw ads at these people, banner ads, commercials. That too makes YouTube and theoretically me more money. So I'm kind of going, what more? You now want me to pay you to promote me on top of my promote? It's kind of weird, isn't it? I guess if I was doing 30-second videos or 5-minute videos where I was throwing watermelons off of the top of a cliff and they were hitting rocks and splattering everywhere, and I was showing you that in super high definition, super slow motion, and you could see some fantastic eyeball catching stuff, or if Jen were walking down the hall and I was hiding behind the wall and I went boo, and I would make her do that, would that get millions of views? I'm not into that kind of stuff. Doesn't make you any richer if I do that kind of nonsense. Might be fun, but does it make you any money? I don't think so. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to help my viewers get richer, a lot richer than they are now. And I'm trying to help viewers retire early, retire comfortably when they do decide to retire, quit their jobs very, very sooner than they ever thought, or assist my viewers stop them from becoming or being employees of a corporation or company to be self-employed asset managers instead, because they desperately would love to be in control of their financial destiny and do better with their own managing of their own assets rather than being a slave to a corporation. I kind of wonder about that. I wonder just what is YouTube thinking? I know, of course, the AI intelligence software is not all that intelligent, because they're asking me, hey, would you like to pay us so we can promote to the world a show you did live on Friday that now has nothing to do with the show that you're doing on Monday, because the market is now watching what's happening Monday, not what's happening Friday anymore. So, it doesn't make any sense. Now, if I were to have made 3 videos on Friday reacting to what happened on Friday, or if I did a video on Friday to tell the world, here's a trade idea that you might want to consider, should I promote that with my own money? I just shake my head and go, guys, I think I'm delivering you the goods that you should be promoting the hell out of my channel. I'm doing you a favor being here 2.5 hours a day live, starting at 5 a.m. Eastern, rather than sleeping in every day. But what can I say? It's just what it is. I'm just a guy in front of a computer, Just trying to help people get rich. That's all I am. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Jeff Glass, these $30 GameStop covered calls replaced $31 covered calls that I sold for $2 and bought back for $1.06. Just taking money off the table and moving with the market. Jeff, that is exactly what you are doing. And for those of you out there who want to quit your day jobs and you're wondering, oh, I wonder if I can ever make enough money writing options to, not work full time. If you own 1,000 GameStop shares that you've accumulated over a long, long time, or someone earlier said I have 1,500 GameStop shares. I mean, let this be an example of the kind of money you can make in real life. You bring in $2 a share on 15 contracts. You bring in $3,000. You give back $1.06 out of the goodness of your little heart. Then you just scored a 94-cent gain, which is $94 times 15 contracts. You just hauled in $1,400 in profit, give or take, on this trade. And then you immediately wrote $30 covered calls that are out of the money, that die in 3 days, 3 weeks, 15 days. And if you can get a couple of bucks for those, $3,000, and you buy them back for $1, you're going to get $1,500 profit. Now you've hauled in $2,900 in profit in a month on 1,500 shares. It isn't a paycheck. It doesn't replace a $60,000 a year job. But boy, does an extra $2,900 in a month or so sound like a nice little add-on to your salary? I mean, if you can make $3,000 a month writing options on the side while you're still schlepping away at work, that's $36,000 a year on the side of income over here while you're working over there. Now, if you're making $80,000 a year and you're making $36,000 over here, that's $116,000 annual return or a paycheck to you or cash flow to you. It's something. And if you can grow your account and this $36,000, you can buy more GameStop shares with it and write more contracts. You're not going to make $36,000. You're going to make $50,000 a year. Then the year after that, you're going to make $85,000. You're going to compound your returns. You're not going to be working for very long for anybody else at this pace. That's not going to happen. And I'm talking about a $2 contract here. I'm not talking about anything really massive. This is nickel and dime stuff. I love it. Brian, I think 41 cents was the previous offer in 2024, by the way. David, 112 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, DQ. Faber, good morning, everybody. Free range SoFi closes $697 million securitization of loan platform business volume. That's got to be good. That's got to be a good thing, don't you think? Let's take a look at this, see if we can find something on it. We're still at 14.60, up 13 cents this morning. And let's see if I can find anything about this announcement. It's March 3rd today, and I don't see an announcement there. What about a press release? There it is. Let's take a look at that. Headline: SoFi closes $697.6 million securitization of loan platform business volume. They issued notes, $697.6 million in notes secured by a pool of personal loans originated by SoFi Bank NA. The transaction was a co-contributor securitization with collateral consisting primarily of loans previously placed with loan platform business partners. SoFi's loan platform business, which originates loans on behalf of third parties, generated $2.1 billion in personal loan volume in 2024. This represents the first securitization of new collateral in SoFi's consumer loan program since 2021, and the first using collateral originated in the loan platform business. It provides co-contributors with meaningful liquidity to support their ongoing investment in the loan platform business, given the strong market demand for SoFi's personal loans. SoFi issued notes to 35 investors in the deal, representing a range of new and existing partners. As SoFi's personal loan products resonate with more and more people, We see continued strong demand for our loans in the capital markets, says Chris Lapointe, Chief Financial Officer of SoFi. This offering demonstrates the clear value of our loan platform business and our diversified funding strategy. This transaction closed on Feb 28 and consisted of 4 classes of notes rated by Fitch Ratings and Morningstar DBRS from AAA to BBB+. Fitch Ratings assigned ratings to all 4 classes of loans, and Morningstar provided ratings on the class A, B, and C notes. Goldman Sachs was their structuring agent and joint lead book runner with Bank of America. The transaction priced at industry leading costs of funds levels with a weighted average spread of 87 basis points and an all-in yield of 5.1%. The notes were offered pursuant to Rule 144A of the Securities Act. Since the launch of the SCLP in 2015, SoFi has issued more than $12 billion in notes to investors across 25 transactions. There you go. So what does this mean in plain English? Basically, it means that the company makes loans to high credit-worthy customers. That's kind of SoFi's style. You have a high credit score, you can borrow money from SoFi. They lend money out for all kinds of stuff, cars, home improvements, a line of credit, whatever they need money for. Then they package their loans and sell them off to institutional investors for gobs of upfront money. They get all that money back that they've lent out in one shot. Those folks are offered a percentage payout for the money. SoFi is collecting the gross interest on the loans, and the spread is theirs. The 5% goes to the investors. Institutional investors are going, SoFi, lend out another $500 million. Here's another $600-700 million. We'll buy your loans all the freaking time, and we'll take 5.1% while you guys collect 8, 10, 12, whatever percent you can get. We love this business. SoFi is increasing their flow of loans, the book, and they're able to roll that into additional loans. So if SoFi can make a 5% profit on a 5% payout, they pay 5% but keep 5%, or they pay 5% and keep 4%. On $700 million, 4% on $700 million is $28 million a year in net profit on a pre-sold loan. You've done this with $12 billion now. 4% on $12 billion is $500 million a year in interest that SoFi keeps. Profit. Hello? Anybody home? Hello? This is good stuff. Very nice. I love it. And strong, stable, secure, growing banks have no trouble securitizing their loans. SoFi at very low rates. SoFi to a whole bunch of investors, institutional investors. SoFi through brokers like Goldman Sachs, the former firm that Mr. Noto was a senior VP of. Hello? Anybody home? You remember that? Nice. Richard, New Mountain is no longer interested in buying ME, apparently, says Richard. Splair, please, no, they translate it in other languages, AI voice, Bruce. It's really crappy. I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome all. Thank you. Dude, Bruce, we're open now. Looking good on my old MSTR puts. Will be shrinking out on the open. Might have to do a roll covered call. It's a daredevil of a stock. Splair, Uncle Bruce scaring anti-gen while all others have to hold stock. The title of the video. Don't take the YouTube bait, Uncle Bruce. Yeah, no thanks. I'm making them enough as it is. Can't stop laughing about the idea how Uncle Bruce is hiding behind the next door after 1,000 videos. Once would be okay and not expected. Otherwise, I get you. It's not worth it. She would kill me if I did that. Don't take the YouTube bait. It's a scam. It won't get you numbers. If anything, maybe guesting on other shows might help spread the word. Though I think what you're doing is working. There you go. Splair, my alpha Daegu girl wants to distract me. I think tomorrow I get somewhere at this time. A coffee with Wi-Fi. Giddy up. Larry Titus, thank you for ringing the bells. We're open. We're trading. Lisa, for those who sold Matterport Hang on one second. I'm just going to make sure my thing is up to speed here. Here we go. We're open here, and I'm double checking my quotes. Tesla's 301, by the way. We're up nicely, or reasonably nicely. Thank you very much. And we're up 127 on the Dow. For those who sold Matterport Jan 26 covered calls, are they displaying correctly in your brokerage firm? The ticker is showing as CSGP1. That would be CoStar options now, or partials. Richard Carlin going, neat, 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 ALA, neat, neat. Tom, one of your old videos came up on my feed, Bruce, writing $5 cash secured puts on SoFi. Oh, the memories. Deep value, number 147, Uncle Bruce is the greatest of all time. I'm a goat. Thank you, everybody, so much for thanking me on that. Wasn't it fun writing those $5 cash secured puts? And then you guys wrote $7 cash secured puts. Some of you wrote $8 and $9 and $10 cash secured puts on SoFi a year ago. You remember those days? You remember bringing in those dollars going, is this legal? I'm not sure. Can I do this? Really? Corinne, I'm also number 151, by the way, on your thumbs up meter, Uncle Bruce. You're going to get 200 thumbs ups today. Thank you, everybody. Just drinking my alcohol here. Thank you, everybody. Love it. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. And thank you for coming by and being part of the show. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up and also answering the poll question today. Appreciate that. Looks like 164 of you have answered the poll question. I do appreciate that. Now 165. My relatives and friends, they are amazed. This question goes on. They're amazed how my option writing returns are beating their managed accounts. They're amazed. You actually can write options and make more than I make with a professional money manager? Hey, look, I have $250,000 with the Chase Wealth Management Group. I've got $700,000 that I saved and all the inheritances I've had. I sold a house, and I'm having Bank of America manage my money, or I've got Wells Fargo investment people managing my money. You of all people are sitting on a $100,000 account, a $40,000 account, a $400,000 account, a $6 million account. You are making more money than I am, and I've got professionals running my money. I'm amazed at that. Only 38% say that. 38% of your relatives are going, I'm surprised that you're beating me. 62% of your friends and relatives are saying, I'm actually not surprised to hear this. Because you've been showing me what trades you've been doing. I've been watching you. I watch Uncle Bruce. You don't know this, but I watch Uncle Bruce. I'm not even a member of the channel, but I know you are. And I see you commenting on his show. And I see you saying stuff like, I wrote these GameStop $31 calls and I brought in $2 on them and I bought them back for $1, or I bought them back for 94 cents 2 weeks later. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, wait a minute, I know he has he's got like 10,000 GameStop shares, or he's got 1,000 GameStop shares, or he's got 3,800 GameStop shares. If he's done that on those shares and he's bought them back for less than half what he got for them, you would, wait a minute, he's making $1 a share profit on every share he's got. He's got 4,800 shares. He's made $4,800. That's a pretty good return for 2 weeks of his time. And now he's writing 30s. What? He wrote the 31s and he bought it back, and then writing 30s. He's going to, wow, maybe I should get into this. Yeah, maybe some of your friends or relatives should come over here. But hey, you got to want it, right? You got to want to do it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your kind words. Corinne, I'm also now 151. J-Boy, 152. Good morning, Jared. 144. Good morning from Cincinnati. Hector, I'm 162, Bruce. You are getting 200 thumbs ups today. You do not have to pay YouTube to advertise your channel to anyone. They should be advertising you because out of the goodness of your heart, you are delivering 2.5 to 3 hours of daily live coverage. And they're getting away with murder. They're making a killing off of you. There you go. I think that's exactly what you're saying. Thank you, everybody, for thumbs ups. Thank you for being here and hitting the thumbs up button and answering my poll question and adding to the engagement of this channel, showing YouTube why people should be brought here, because the more people that join this channel as subscribers and watch their ads and become members, they make YouTube richer along with me. I mean, it's as simple as that. I make you richer with, I hope, the kind of stock writing ideas or stock option writing ideas that make you money. And you're helping me out by being a member and buying my classes and looking me up for one-on-ones. It's kind of a two-way street. There wouldn't be 272 people here unless, they were getting something good out of this channel, I would think. Thank you, everybody. 167 thumbs ups now. Thank you for that. I love it. 167 on the thumbs up meter. And they're coming in. 173 votes are in on the question of the day. Thank you for participating on that as well. You guys are the best. I love it. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. What is this market going to do today? Oh, aren't we going to have fun, fun, fun? Well, we'll see what the market wants to do, okay? Thank you, everybody, for coming through here. I appreciate you all popping by and being part of the program. Jen and I always talk about you every day. We talk about you guys every day. We talk about the channel. We talk about the future. We talk about our child. We talk about the world. Right now, she's talking about men's curling. The men's Canadian championships are on all this week, the Briar. So she's watching that very closely. We're talking. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Thank you all for joining in. Appreciate you. We love you. And we just want you to get richer. Really, we marvel. We really do. We marvel at how well some of you are doing. We're not surprised, though, but we marvel at it. We do remind ourselves, well, when they tell you they're making money writing options, doesn't it make sense that they're doing that? I mean, after all, they did take the classes and they've had one-on-ones with you, and they're here every day talking to you and listening to you, tell them, what might be a good idea here and not a good idea and how to do this and how to do that and everything else. And hey, welcome to the party, Paul. Anyway, there it is. Thank you so very much. Okay. Aurora, see you all tomorrow. Thank you, Bruce. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you for popping through here. Love that you're here with us this morning. Giddy up. All right, well, there it is. Tesla's still holding a $5 gain right now. NVIDIA's not holding a gain. NVIDIA's off like $5 this morning to 119. I wonder if that's a morning little tire, the stock's having a little hissy fit, and then it wants to bump up to 129 this afternoon. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of wild. It's wacky. But we'll wait and see what gives and go from there. It's all good. Cash call credit spreads are where you want to be on the Magnificent Seven. That's the big seven. That's where you want to be. Get way ahead of the stock and write cash secured call credit spreads. Cash secured puts is another great strategy to employ on all kinds of stock. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a great strategy to employ, especially if you go long term on cash secured puts to haul in big returns. Some of you out there are able, depending on where you live and the firm you're with and all the other rigmarole, some of you can write cash secured puts in retirement accounts. And that is an excellent way to add a humongous cash balance to your account right now and earn interest on it on top of that if you play it the right way. But again, I can't be any more specific than that because I cannot tell you which firms will let you do one thing or another, what country you have to be in to be able to do it, what your tax implications are, all that other stuff. I can't. But I know in retirement accounts, you certainly can write covered calls. You can definitely write covered calls. And if you are a long-term life holder of certain stocks, Any of the Magnificent Seven, for example. You want to hold Apple for 15 more years? That's your thinking. NVIDIA, Tesla, Google, Amazon, Facebook, it doesn't matter, any of them. You can write cover calls on those stocks, whether they have a month to live, whether the contracts have 3 months to go, whether they have a year, whether you want to write leaps. Do you want to write contracts that are 2 years away from expiry, that are 20% out of the money, and you're just going to say, hey, you know what? Tesla's at 302. I'm willing to write option contracts on Tesla that expire in January 2027. And I'm happy to go all the way out to Jan 27 and write, let's take a look at ridiculously out of the money contract. How about 360s? I want to write a $360 call option on Tesla. It's a $300 stock, 302. I want to write 360s. You'll be paid $85 a share. So if you get exercised, theoretically, they take the stock away from you at 360, $58 more than they're trading at, you will also keep the 85. You're selling at 445 between now and Jan 27, if and only if you get exercise. If the shares don't go over 360 in the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, these contracts will start to shrink in price. Because just looking at the value of, say, these are Jan 27s, how about Jan 26s? A year from now, or 9 months from now, right? The same 360s, what are they going for? $48. So a year from now, your 2007 expiry contracts are going to go from 85 to 47 if the stock is around this price a year from now. Are you happy being up $45 in cash over the next year on a $300 stock? It's a 15% return for the year. The stock didn't do anything. Let's just pretend it didn't do anything. You'll make 15% on your money in your retirement account for the year if the contracts go down to that level. In theory, you could buy them back a year from now and write January 2028's for $85, and you'll write 360s, good for January 2028. You'll add $45 in cash to your account. Again, that's 15% more. And then you're folding your arms and saying, see you in 9 months. See you in a year from now. I'll buy these back for 40. But if in the meantime, let's say the shares go higher. Okay, you wrote an $85 call that expires next January 2027. You got 85 for it. The stock goes to 350 in 2 months. Real fast move. Everything's great. Everything's working out. It goes to 350 a share. You're sitting there going, well, I got a 360 call. You can take me out at 360, and I get to keep the $85. So I'm getting 445. Please exercise me anytime you want. You're saying those contracts you sold for 85, they might be going for 95 to 100 at that time because the stock went up nicely. Yeah, those contracts might be trading at 105. What do you care? You're going, I don't care. I sold them for 85. I got the money. Matter of fact, I got the $85 a share. I have 1,000 shares of this stuff. I have 1,000 Tesla. You're rich. Or you're not rich. You got 1,000 Tesla. You sold 10 contracts for 8,500 each. You got 85 grand in your hot little hands. That's enough money to buy just about 300 more shares. Because at 300 a share, you need 30 grand to buy, So you buy 300 more shares. You write 3 more contracts at 8,500 a piece. You just brought in another $25,000. So you got 25 grand cash. You had your 1,000 shares. You have 1,300 shares now, and you've written calls on all of them, and you're willing to sell them all for $445. You just think, come and get me. I dare you to take me out. Stock goes to $400 in 6 months from now. $400. And you get notified that you lost your shares. They took them away from you at $360 each. They're trading at $400. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. You just got paid $445 a share being taken out. I don't see you crying all that much. I see you turning around the next morning and buying up all the shares you can buy to write. I bet you'll write if the stock goes to 400, you'll probably start writing $450 options good till 2027 or 2028 for another $85, $90 a contract, as many as you can write. That's called getting rich in your retirement account. Just saying. Now, you want to do this with Apple or Microsoft or Amazon or Google or Facebook or Tesla or Nvidia. You can do that however you want. You want to do it with GameStop? You've got 5,000 shares in your retirement account. Write 50 calls. Write 50 calls that are 30s out of the money for a premium all the way out as far as you can get. Maybe you can get $10 a share more, 33%. And you're saying, take me out at $40. $40 times 5,000 shares is $200,000. I dare you. I double dare you to take me out anytime you want. You might write 35s good until 2027. You figure out the option chain, just like I looked here. It's available to you. Giddy up, everybody. I'm just saying. Welcome all. Thank you for joining me this morning. AM, Uncle Bruce. Call credit spreads, you say. Welcome. Charlie, oh no, I can't sell my NVIDIA shares for some reason. Says I don't have enough buying power to sell shares I was assigned. On hold with the broker while the price of NVIDIA goes down. Again, I have no idea. 20-minute hold time, says Charlie. JJ, NVIDIA LAD 1 is now at 119.57. Trucker Tech, Uncle Bruce, should I still sit on my Rocket Lab 21-24 put credit spread? Hang on a second. I gotta refresh everything here. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we are. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Rocket Lab 2081. Okay, I'm sitting on my put credit spread 21-24, expiring next Friday. I got 482 each for 300 contracts. And we're now at 2077, up 28 cents. High of the day, 21.45. Low, 20.47. We're at 20.77. I think you can sit tight. Although, look, if you're shopping the option chain all day today, and you find that you can do a roll that goes down the time frame, Friday or 2 or 3 down the time, and you can bring in a bigger credit for exactly the same spread pricing, for example, you might take the extra money. My total credit was 207, he said. Look, you got a 207 credit on a $3 trade. So your risk on this thing is 93 cents. You're doing pretty good. But look, I think the shares, in my personal opinion, I think they have more upside than downside. That's my personal opinion. Means nothing in the market. But we are up 40 on Rocket Lab right at the moment. If the Rocket Lab shares, reach 21.50 to 22 tomorrow, you may find that the option chain is very attractive 2 to 3 to 4 weeks out from now. You might be able to do a roll into a month further out with an even bigger credit handed to you to reduce your risk even further. Again, you're going to have to play this one, of course, minute by minute. I can't roll earlier than December, says Trucker Tech. Okay, so I don't quite know what that means because because of the chain right now does not show you a profitable move until okay, got it. Okay, I see. Just sit tight for the moment. And in the scenario that market decides to go all-time highs in the next month before a dip, what percentage above the Mag 7 do you want to be for a week or two on contracts? 10, 15%, you see. Couple of things, Ed, I would look at. I would certainly be looking at 10, 15% higher. But the other thing I would be looking at is are the trades you're trying to do, the strike prices that you're trying to put together, are those strike prices at all-time record highs for the individual stocks you're looking at? Um, like Tesla, for example. Tesla for the last year has been as high as 488. My hunch is if you're looking at a Tesla call credit spread, you're not looking at $488 to $500 contracts. So if you now decide, okay, well, I want to do a call credit spread, but I want to do contracts that are higher than the all-time high of the stock, or at least the 52-week all-time high. For NVIDIA, the price is 153. Psychologically, 153 on NVIDIA or higher is a very, very, very big deal, right? So if you're doing 155s to 160 or 60 to 65s, you are saying to the market, in 2 weeks, you not only have to hit new highs, like past 153, you got to go beyond that to really scare me. That might be a better place to be, as opposed to Tesla, which has been up to 488 and the stock's 293 right now. If you're going to write 340s on Tesla, the market's going, well, we've been there, we've done that. 340 is nothing new for us. But on NVIDIA, 160, 65 is uncharted territory. Something to think about. Same thing with like Apple or Google, Microsoft. Google's highs have been 208. We're at 171. So, 210 or higher. You might not get a good credit spread. It's too far away. Apple is at 240 right now. The 52-week high, 260. So 265.75 might be close enough to get a credit spread on a good call credit spread there. Microsoft is 393 right now. The high 468. It might be too far out for you to get a decent price, but then again, it is 15% away. It's a $400 stock, 460 high, $60. Maybe not. Facebook, 666 right now on Facebook. The 52-week high, 740, almost 741. So you got to be 750s. That might be too much. So some of these might work, some of these might not. You've got to do some homework there. I would be comfortable offering credit spreads 10, 15% out of the market. Yes. Short term, yes. But the contracts I'm offering, I would be even more comfortable if I am putting a credit spread together on calls that are higher than the stock has ever traded. That is the scenario right there. And the same with SPYs or triple Qs. If you're going to do credit spreads on SPYs, $5 spreads on those, higher than the all-time market high is where you want to be daring the market to go in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Just a thought there. Or safer to go further. There you go. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Richard Carlin. John Gill, good morning, Auntie Jen. Trucker Tech, I can't roll other than December for the moment. Lisa, I'm back home in London after my holiday. I just took 60% profits on Rocket Lab for the 28th of March on $26 covered calls. Welcome back. Welcome back, Lisa, to London.
Richie.
Good morning, Richie and John.
Morning, John.
And everyone else saying hi to Auntie Jen. Welcome, everyone. Savage, speaking of NVIDIA, I wrote a few 160 covered calls expiring Jan 26, says Credit Savage, and brought in 22 in premium. I dare them to exercise those 160s. Thank you. May I have another? There you go. Take me out at all-time highs. Come on, take me out. Take me out at all-time highs. There you go. Right on, buddy. Rock and roll. Okay, well, we're up 32 on the Dow. We're down 17 on S&P. We're down 130 on NASDAQ. Oil is up just 6 pennies at the moment. We had a good morning in the pre-market, but now we're open for real, and the fallout continues with that whole thing on Friday and other things. SoFi down 12 cents. ASTS down 46. Rocket Lab is up 4. GameStop is up 15. AI down a penny. Super Micro down 126. NVIDIA down 635. Tesla down 23 cents at 292. Spiders down 3. The Qs are down 323. Palantir's up 133. MSTR was 33 higher, is now up 13. Costco up $11. Coinbase up 4. Matterport, nothing there. SmartRent up 2. Let's move on. ME down 68 cents to 152. And again, I don't know what the what the deal is. There's a headline here. It says 2 days ago, 6 years ago, 23andMe was worth $6 billion, probably the high of all time. Now CEO Ann Wojcicki is trying to buy it back for $75 million. There you go. We'll see if that goes anywhere. At the moment, the stock's 152.8. Google down 73 cents. Apple down 116. Broadcom down 675. Microsoft down 374. Intel's up 44 cents at 24.17. We got Netflix down 313. Facebook down 262. Meta. EI Lilly and Company up 80 cents. Amazon down 270. Uber up 55. Adobe up 435. Cisco up 7 cents. AMD up 2. Unity down 118. Enphase down 250. The Spire Global is off 27 cents. Moderna up 50 cents. Pfizer up 39. IBM up 15. HPQ down 8. Home Depot down 113. Vanik SMH down 326. Goldman Sachs up 74 cents. Boeing is up 134. Target up 208. JP Morgan down 99 cents. Walmart up 48. Disney's up $1.03. American Airlines down 9. DraftKings up 4. AMC down a penny and a half. Royal Caribbean up 135 so far. Welcome to the program, everybody. Great to have you in the house. We're down 54 points on the Dow at the moment. We'll see how the market all figures it all out as we keep going forward. Thank you for joining me today from wherever you are. Love it. Lorraine, good morning. 178 on the thumbs up meter. Bruce, you're going to get 200 today. This is good stuff. Thank you all so much for helping us reach the 200 level in our thumbs up meter. We're always pushing for that. 178 are in. We have 187 votes on our poll question of the day. Check it out and give me your thought on that. Thank you so very much. Savage of Wall Street, boom, my 2 stinkers of 75 cents triggered on the RXRX, $7 cash secured puts expiring in April. Thank you. May I have another? There you are, Savage of Wall Street, taking in some more dollars. Thank you very much, everybody, for the handouts. We love this. SoFi down 14, ASTS down 44, Rocket Lab is up 9, and GameStop is up 8. We had a 130-point gain on the Dow in the pre-market. We were up 20-30 on S&P. We were up 100 and something on NASDAQ. It's gone red. At the moment, NASDAQ down 143, 3/4 of a point. S&P down 1/3 of a point, and the Dow is off 20 points, which is 0.05 of a percent. It's not a bad morning. It's not a bloodbath morning. It's just an uncertain market watching the threat of tariffs kicking in tomorrow. Mexico, Canada, Chinese tariffs going up another 10 points. What's going to happen with the Europeans? We don't know. What's happening with Ukraine and America? What's happening with Ukraine and Russia? What's happening with Europe and Russia? Europe and America? NATO? Lots of questions and guessing. Go fill your gas tank today, says Jen. Giddy up. If oil gets slapped with a tariff of 10% from Canada to the United States, Americans will pay more for a gallon of gas. It's as simple as that. It's nothing personal. Canada didn't do it. It's you know who doing it, and that's the end of that. The Dow's up 15.5 points right now. Giddy up. All right. Bobby Atkinson. I just got off the phone with my broker. The top men are working on removing Matterport calls from my account, which I think put me in a margin call. The top men are on it. Savage of Wall Street. You know, it's a bit over 10% in a month. What bank will give you that type of money to put your cash on the side like that? I think it all comes down to taking the classes, I suppose. ALA, U.S. Commerce Chief confirmed tariffs to go ahead tomorrow on Canada and Mexico. That will teach them a lesson they'll never forget. And the Canadians and the Mexicans are going, oh, you're giving a tax increase to your own people? America is about to get a tax increase on itself, by itself, from itself, to itself. And what can I say? In Canada, they've already started boycotting American products. There's all kinds of stories in Canada about all kinds of people going into their Costco stores and their grocery stores, and they're looking at, where's this made? Where's this made? Where's this made? Made in the USA? Put it back. Can I find something made in Germany, Canada, made in Mexico, made in France, made in Japan, made anything but America? That's what's happening with some people up in Canada. I'm just saying. It just is what it is. A savage. Speaking of Matterport, I now have 450 CoStar shares, which I wanted to write some $80 covered calls on, and I couldn't. I got a message that read, not enough shares available. So I also show 100 covered calls expiring 2026 on the GSG page. Again, CGS page. I have no idea what this means. I can't answer.
That has to be a platform restriction.
It's got to. It's a glitch in the system right now that's out there. I don't know. Thank you, Auntie Jen, so much for this grape jelly
Can I take
bagel.
the pink cup?
I think so.
Or you could have said no.
Get the last of that Irish cream down, you know. Thank you so much. I have so little left. There it is. Thank you, Auntie Jan, the toasted sesame seed grape jelly bagel. Let's giddy up. Interesting, Savage. Maybe a glitchy day or two, and then we're back to normal. I don't know. Lisa, Bobby, I hope my Matterport cover calls will also disappear soon. I guess it'll take a few days. I think it is. It's the Chicago guys have it figured out. The platform guys are figuring it out, and it will get straightened out. Savage of Wall Street. The contracts on the CSG page are the Matterport cover calls. I think it'll work itself out. Meanwhile, I have 30 grand of fresh cash, and I'm writing super stinker cash secured puts on. I'm putting in some stink offers. Come on, get me. Ostergaard, what just happened to SoFi? I just sat down to watch Bruce in the stock, and the SoFi went down sharply in a few minutes and going back up, but I'm kind of curious what's up with that. We're up a penny on SoFi. They came out with, the bagel. As soon as the bagel shows up, the stock goes up. That's the first thing. But the second thing is they came out with an announcement today that they've securitized almost 700 million more of their loans. Very positive news. Free range. You would think CoStar stock would go back up with Matterport under its umbrella, seeing how Matterport always has positive news. You got to give it a couple of days. Just chill, and you'll be all right. Jeff, it's just insanity. That guy forced Canada, Mexico to redraft NAFTA and called it his USMC, the best deal of all time that replaced it as the best trade deal ever. Now he's breaking the deal. This guy's crazy. Oh, no, he's not. That's politics. You can't say that. You can't say that, Jeff. That's politics. Oh, people will give you a thumbs down if you say anything about politics. Free range markets are shizo. Splair, missing bagel until now, explains everything. Bobby, best to call them and explain the problem. They took me out of margin call, i.e. they will not let the trigger get pulled automatically. Free range, so true, Uncle Bruce. Initiating chill mode. Chill bagel mode. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm waiting for, I'm wondering, will SoFi do another cap call financing deal for $5 billion? Not another, but a first one of that size that would exercise the stock at like $20 a share to get $5 billion of stock. That's 250 million free trading shares off the street, with the stock hitting 45 to $50 a share to exercise the call option to pay for the whole thing. That's what I'm wondering about. I'm waiting for that deal. I'm just sitting here waiting. Go ahead and do that deal. They've securitized their loans. They're taking care of housekeeping. Now bring out this $5 billion cash injection deal at 1% interest with a $45 cap call stock option. That's what I want to see. That'll get things going. Let's see what happens. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Savage of Wall Street. Trump. I want to write a new deal. Free range. Schizophrenic. That's what that means. Savage of Wall Street. Also Trump. What idiot wrote this deal? Thanks, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. You can't blame Biden on this deal. You wrote it. Guess someone just decided to sell out. Usually it goes down at the opening, but here it went up for a while and then boom, straight down on good news. I think it was a good day in the end. Yeah. Lorraine Elkerbers, I still have my Matterport shares with Webull, but Schwab is CoStar. I don't understand the difference between the two platforms. They're idiots. Lorraine, they're morons. We're talking about back office people who are paid very poorly, are not trained very well. The SEC doesn't enforce these guys. They can do whatever they want. They're morons. They're slow. They're lazy. They're fat. They're sitting on fat bonuses. They don't give a crap about their customers, and eventually they get with the program. That's the short answer to the real question. I think that's just a guy, me, guessing what they're doing. Lisa, the way Trump spoke to Zelensky in front of the media, I only saw one person behaving like a dictator. Did you know? I don't know if you know this. Do you know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is? Do you know that name? Marjorie Taylor Greene, the congresswoman, space lasers, and I don't know what else she talks about. Her boyfriend was the first guy to ask Zelensky a question on Friday. Why don't you wear a suit? That was the guy. That was the guy that started it off. Didn't ask Elon why you're not wearing a suit, but Zelensky, why don't you wear a suit? That is Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend, who runs a podcast news service, it's a mega news outlet that has been allowed into the White House now in the pool. So the Reuters and the Associated Press were not in there. They weren't allowed into the scrum, but this guy was, and he was the first guy to ask about the suit. And here we go. Deep value. Yep, Lisa. Very embarrassing for all Americans. Scary those two bullies even exist. Lisa, 47%. Like middle school. Lisa, 47% profit realized on a Unity 16th of May, $34 covered call. More free money coming in for me. Cindy, that figures. That was her husband. Well, it's her boyfriend or whatever. Free range. Which one of you wrote the $10, $25 GameStop cash good puts for Jan 26? Deep value. Her husband. Yes. Splair, Elon had no suit while dealing with the whatever in his early ages. That was ridiculous. Henry, that congresswoman, MTG, she's a mega. Yeah. Ricardo, TASS was in the office. Yeah. How is it that the Soviet Union's TASS, the government run news agency for the Russians, were in the Oval Office live streaming that meeting to Moscow?
And then the press secretary says, we don't know how they got in here. The Oval Office should be the most secure.
We don't know how they got in here. Really?
We're not sure how they got in.
Really?
That gives me faith.
Stephen Butler, that was a fiasco on Friday. Why was Vance even talking? It looked like a put deal to embarrass our ally.
Absolutely.
Jeff, so I was assigned these lunar shares at a cost of $16.25, and it's now down to $14.28. They are supposed to land a robotic lander on the moon Thursday, and earnings on $3.20. You may want to just sit back. Wait, Bill Bus. That whole thing was pre-planned and an audience of one. Mr. Putin, Splair, Roscosmos Space Agency, when he was there, first time asking to buy a rocket for SpaceX, they laughed at Elon not wearing a suit. Cindy, my Schwab gave my co-star on Friday, and I sold two $80 calls for June, and I got almost $400 each. Stephen, a put deal. Jeff Glass, waiting for now. This could go crazy one way or the other. Stephen, a put up a put-up deal. Lisa, Jeff, hang on to Lunar. It's going much, much higher. There you go. How you want to play it? We're down 47 on the Dow. SoFi down a nickel. ASTS up 4. Rocket Lab up 12. GameStop up 25. AI up 20. Markets seem to be coming on right now. I'm eating a burger, a bagel. What do you want? Lorraine, Marjorie is my congresswoman in Georgia. Oh my God, Lorraine. Oh my goodness. No comment. Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my. Charlie, my last day as a member to comment. Zelensky and his chief of staff wanted and pushed for the press conference. Trump isn't going to be manipulated by Zelensky. Dude, Zelensky apparently called J.D. Vance a little B word under his breath in Ukrainian. So good form on all sides. Jeff Glass, sorry, Lorraine. Cindy, it seems like Trump was nice people on both sides. How did they expect Zelensky to react? Juan, GameStop cover calls are printing money today. Walter, good morning, Anti-Gen. That bagel looks good. Number 185 on the thumbs up meter. Jeff, I'm in Missouri, and we have our share of insane representatives. Charlie, the comments on this channel are so anti-Trump. Zelensky could have signed the agreement anywhere. That's true. What can I say? Free range. Okay, Charlie, it's okay. There you go. Anyway. I'm just a guy in front of a computer.
Telling you what the rest of the world thinks.
I'm just telling you what I saw, telling you what's being said. You got to figure out what works for you. I just want you to make money. That's all I care about. Are you guys making money off of this channel or aren't you? That's all. That's all. Everything else, you have to deal with it yourself. You want to blame me all you want, but that's not going to change whether you make money or not. Are you writing options or aren't you? And are you doing okay or aren't you? Right? That's it. Anyway, what can I say? All right. Anti-Trump, Vilbus? Yeah, B Tizzle. Charlie, didn't you quit? Splair, I like Trump and Elon, but the suit thing was unfair. Dude, I wouldn't print money and give it to Zelensky or Elon, just saying all print money with calls and puts. Charlie, he did not have to come to the White House. So many non-American citizens on this channel commenting on American politics. It's exhausting. Yeah, and it's not going to stop because America is the big boy in the room. You have to comment about the big boy in the room. You can't like hide in the weeds, you know. You are America. Henry, we live under a free world with free speech, apparently. Charlie, my membership expires tomorrow. James, anti-Trump, I have two of his very stable genius words for you. Giant faucet. Okay, I don't know what this means. Splair. Anyways, I liked as well Joe Biden.
To Canada is a giant faucet.
Oh, right.
They want our water.
Savage Wall Street. Boom. $125 ASTS cash kit put expiring April, triggered at $385. Thank you. May I have another? Worst case, I buy ASTS at $21.15. Worst things have happened here. There you go. There you are. ASTS 2708. Nice going. That's a nice trade. That's a really nice trade.
What's Pfizer's stock symbol?
PFR. Hang on.
It's a cross. It's the glue on my crosser.
PFE. PFE. My brain is so fried at this time of the day. You want to ask me what a stock symbol is? I've been up since 3:30 this morning, waiting to get yelled at by viewers. Mm, mm, mm. There you go. Savage Wall Street. By the way, ASTS is at 27 right now. So I'm selling a $25 cash secured put, and out of the money put, bringing in 385. Put up $2,500, get 385 back right now, and he's on the hook to buy this stuff for $21.15 until April, and it's 27 right now. Not a bad spot to be at. The Dow's up barely, but it's green. SoFi's up 2, ASTS up 27, Rocket Lab up 19, GameStop up 19, AI up 26, market's coming on. Flint Creek, Russia has violated every single agreement with Ukraine. Why would this be any different? James of the Misty Tree, except Trump actually believes there's a literal faucet that can be direct all of the water down to California, Pacific Northwest, Canada on the Hill. Charlie, I'm an American. We didn't send Ukraine an ATM card, only outdated munitions that we would have had to pay to dispose of. It also helped our economy. Jeff Glass, sarcasm, Trump would have just forced Zelensky to surrender his country to Putin and give up his mineral rights for nothing. Charlie C. What can I say? Don't forget, folks, the first time that Trump got impeached, the first time was because he withheld money to Ukraine through the Pentagon because he wanted Ukraine to go after Hunter Biden and Joe Biden for the re-election campaign. You forget about that? That was the first time he was impeached. It was because of Ukraine. You think he loves Ukraine? He has no soft spot for those guys. Zelensky is still there. He can't get rid of this guy. That's right. Can't get rid of Zelensky. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Jeff Glass, I'm standing with Ukraine. Deep value. Me too, Philbus. That's what Trump got impeached for, laughing out loud. Yeah. You think Zelensky's going into a happy place when he walks into that room, that office? When Biden was there, he was at least talking to an ally. He doesn't know who he's talking to now. Absolute insanity. Deep value. Zelensky gave away all his money at the start of the war. He's got nothing for himself. Germany did its best with 5,000 helmets at the beginning for now 800,000 soldiers. Jeff, that's exactly why he hates Zelensky, because he got impeached. Slava Ukraine, says Mandu. Cannon, exactly. Trump is mad at Ukraine and somehow beholden to Putin. American and former GOP person here, Charlie. Dude, I'm standing with the world peace and no nuclear war. John T., you forgot it was from withholding $1 billion unless they stopped investigating the son his company was on board on. It was also hard to play or pay to play. He had every right to look into it. There you go. Let's say it went through the entire impeachment process. It went through all kinds of investigations, and Trump got impeached the first time playing games with Ukraine. Then he got impeached a second time, and I've already forgotten what the reason was for that. And then he got convicted of 34 felony convictions and sexual assault thing. And apparently he can't raise $484 million on a bond to satisfy the judgment against him. That happened. I heard that last night or something. I don't know what to make of it. He's got problems, and he's got money demands, and he's got issues that he needs to resolve. And Zelensky is no friend of his. He's a problem from a few years ago. What can I say? Henry, Jan 6. That's why he got impeached the second time. Jan 6. Okay. Elon, get your money back, says Walter. John, Zelensky never ratted on Trump if he had anything. So no, he was not upset on Zelensky for any of that. It said it came out. At least he said really likes what Trump said. Walter and the end of the war. John T. Jan 6 was grandmas with selfie sticks. Was okay, whatever. Okay, it was just people visiting the Capitol. That's all it was. Insane. Thank God we're not talking politics here. Thank God we're not doing that. That would make people mad around here. We don't want to have that happen. Jeff, if the Republican Senate would have had half a spine and convicted him on impeachment, we wouldn't be in this situation now. Oh, there you go. Dude, interesting how things work out. I'll say that. It's all a matter of perspective. I have no love for politicians, but the innocent citizens I feel empathy for. John T is laughing out there. Vilbus, Elon is too busy enriching himself with illegal contracts and getting his hands on the government money. Again, do I care? Charlie, a president actually trying to government waste due to crazy deficit spending by all politicians that makes them so horrible. America's in trouble. If spending and waste doesn't come down, I am for it. Look, I'm with you. I'd love to see the U.S. government rein in its spending. Jeff, most of them agreed he was guilty, but voted not to convict. There you go. Henry, I don't know what that means. Anyway, it is what it is. I think we're up 39 on the Dow. I do get a kick out of watching the shenanigans going on where spending is they're trying to cut it without congressional anything. And at the same time, they're trying to go through Congress to give that $4 trillion tax cut extension all under one big, beautiful bill with no teeth to how you pay for it. Yeah. I don't know. All right, there you go. Gonzo Cruiser says, my cat weighs 28 pounds. It's my attempt to change the subject.
I hope that's not true for your cat's sake.
Is it a bobcat? Is it a panther? What kind of cat are we talking about here, boy? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh my God. Ricardo, does your cat like puts or calls? Oh man. Cindy B, I could not get 375 for those April ASTS puts, so I had to settle for 374. Cindy, you're just giving $1 away for nothing. Unbelievable. Or are you being charitable? Maybe we should thank Cindy for being so kind-hearted to be willing to accept $1 less for her cash secured put contract, allowing the gambler to gamble with $374 instead of $375. Now, this is like, Cindy, you know what this reminds me of? This is like you giving a free beer to a slot player. You're sitting on the slot machine and the waitress comes over, would you like cocktails? Oh, can I have a beer, please? And she brings this guy or girl a watered down Budweiser, and the sap hands the gal $1. Thank you for bringing me a free beer. There you go. Well done. Said you understand how to operate a casino. You are behind the scenes. You know what you're doing. I like this game. I like the way you are playing this game, and I commend you. Encourage you to just keep right on doing it. I like the way this works. Well done, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. Anyway, there you go. More of a call cat, says Gonzo. I call the cat and he comes over. Oh, my kitty, Flint Creek says, weighs 19 pounds. Catamus Maximus is his name. He likes GameStop. There you go. Richard Carlin, my cat likes it when I call him over and put down his food. He likes this game. Dude, all right. Thanks for raising my blood pressure, Uncle Bruce. I got to run laughing out loud. Everyone remember to hug the ones you love, as Uncle Bruce used to say. That's right. Flint Creek, nice one, Richard. Yeah, don't forget to hug someone you love. You never know when's the last time. Charlie Zelensky has stated that he can't account for $355 billion. That's madness. Who says that he says that? That war will not end. It's only another NKSK ceasefire at best. Yeah, Charlie, I just don't care. I can't bust myself up over it. I'm too busy trying to make you richer as desperately as I can and try to keep you out of trouble and everyone else. And then there's Cannon on the Hill, who just, upsets everyone by putting up this kind of a notification. A super chat from Cannon on the Hill of $49.99. How dare Cannon do something like that? This is to cover missed revenue for Charlie's untimely departure for a couple of months. So Charlie won't be here. Bruce, his money won't be coming to YouTube, and then 70% of that comes to you. So this will cover the loss of Charlie's income to your channel because he's mad at you for being such a political junkie. And Ken on the Hill, I thank you very much for this donation. And of course, YouTube thanks you because they get 30% of this too. So you're actually making YouTube and I happier, because both of us are being compensated for the loss of Charlie's money by you doing this. I do appreciate it. And Jen and I can promise you, we will make very good use of this $35 or so that we'll get. We'll be spending it at Costco this week, or Walmart, or where else do we have to go shopping, Jen? Do we have to go anywhere else this week? Costco, Walmart, Trader Joe's maybe? We just got a $50 donation from Cannon on the Hill. He said this is to cover missed revenue for Charlie's untimely departure. Yeah, isn't that nice? What can I say? Thank you, all of you who, however you support this channel. We love you all. We really, really do. Okay, Jeff Glass, Rocket Lab back to $21, Bruce. It's going back up. Yep, 51 cents and climbing. We're up 67 on ASTS. We're up 8 on SoFi. We're up 14 on GameStop. We're up 35 on AI. Go, baby, go. What else going on? Free range. Charlie, is not healthy to drink so much of this so early, Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, I ran into a guy in Costco. I ran into a guy in Costco. He said he works from, and he does 2 jobs. I said, really? He said that the bosses will never know. That's why Trump wants to see their WT form. They refers or refuse to quit or something. And Lorraine says working from home. I don't quite get this message. So you met a guy, and he said he works and does 2 jobs. Does he work from home and does 2 jobs? He said that the bosses will never know. That's why Trump wants to see their W2 form. Jeff Glass, Charlie C., you've got to get yourself off of that right-wing news crack pipe, by the way. Charlie, Trump is guilty, horrible, and a criminal, but Biden, Hunter, and the Dems are all innocent. These politicians are all out for themselves. Charlie, I don't care. I don't care. You shouldn't have to care. Just make money. Just do trading. Take care of your family. Take care of your household. Bring capital in. Live a better life. And you can afford to believe whatever you want and not believe whatever you want. Just make money doing option writing as you are, and keep up the good work. I love you, buddy. I always will. It is all good here. Juan, Uncle Bruce, with GameStop earnings happening at the end of the month, should I take my 50% profit now, or is there enough time to leave them and then none of the money? What do I do? Juan, you've got first world terrible problems, and yet the stock might not do a damn thing. They're up what are they up now? 19 cents right now. Are you going to be an option writer forever anyway? Are you always going to be writing? Then what's the big deal? It's all good, my friend. I don't see bad news for GameStop. I don't see, bad, catastrophic, oh God, they're going out of business news. I don't see that. So I'm not sure what you're worried about. Anyway, it is what it is. Henry wraps it up right here for all of us. We love you, Charlie. We love you. It's okay. Believe what you want. Hear what you want. Feel what you want. Think what you want. Interpret what you want. It's okay. Just make money. All right. And everyone here can go their own way after we get out of here and think and do whatever they want. But when we're here, make money. And then it doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. Because 5 years from now, you know who the president of the United States is going to be? I don't know. 15 years from now, you know who the president of the United States is going to be? I don't know. And it doesn't matter. 100 years from now, I don't know who the president of the United States is going to be. It doesn't matter. Make money while you're here, Cannon on the Hill. It's like elections are only legitimate when the GOP wins with some people, Trucker, Uncle Bruce, if I receive 207 credit, I'm risking 93 cents. Is that a fair risk reward or something is off? I scaled quickly with each roll, but I always kept the $3 a share spread. That is an excellent spread for you. Beautiful trade. The stock is going up right now. Keeps going higher. It works in your favor. The only thing I keep mentioning to everyone in this position, if you've got to put credit spread going, call credit spread going, make sure your timing is in your favor. And if you need more time, go get it. That's the key. But right now, the stock is moving higher, and I think it has a long way higher to go, but that's just my thoughts. We'll see what the market says as we move forward. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, last week I made money when the stocks were red. That is called making money as an option writer. Cannon on the Hill, bless your heart, Charlie. We love you. Savage of Wall Street, I sold 2 Riot $11 covered calls expiring April for $1. Fun fact, I have 3 Riot $11 cash secured puts expiring March 21 sitting there, which I got $2 for. Same strike, making money. Doesn't matter who's in the White House. Laugh out loud. There you go, Walter Young, Charlie. Don't go. Just don't go. Deep value, you'll be okay, Charlie. I'm just upset I didn't get a woman president for the first time. Well, America is 0-2 on that regard. And right now, Canada is about to go. Well, Canada has had a female prime minister, for about a month or two, and she got the prime minister's office in the last few months of Brian Mulroney administration, and then the election happened, and then the Liberals walked all over. We have not had a female prime minister in Canada launch a successful election campaign from beginning to end. We've had Kim Campbell for like 60 days because she took over from a resigning Mulroney. But we have not ever had in Canada a full-blown, legit, from beginning to end, female prime minister. So Canada too, it's all guys. And right now, Carney, the former Bank of Canada governor and the former Bank of England governor, and he's an Irish, English, Canadian citizen, like he's all over the place. He's in the lead for the polls to lead the Liberals, but I have a suspicion he's going to get his butt handed to him in the federal election when the Conservatives likely will win the next election, run by a guy. There you go. People just shake their heads. In Ontario, they just had a provincial election. Now, Ontario is like California. It's the most populated province in Canada. It's the energy, the factory energy center, the financial center of Canada. And they had 4 candidates run for the office of Premier of Ontario to lead the province, to become governor. 2 men, 2 women. And Doug Ford, the existing Premier, re-elected for the 3rd time. And he didn't gain any seats. He didn't lose any seats. It was the same result as last time. What was the number 1 topic in Ontario for the Ontario election? Donald Trump. This guy called a snap election to gain another 5-year term as premier, and the issue was all about Donald Trump. And the other guys and girls running were trying to make it about Doug Ford. Nobody wanted to hear anything about Doug Ford. They all want to, who is going to be tougher against Donald Trump? And Ford won a re-election. And there you go. And the reality is, Doug Ford is powerless to do anything about Donald Trump because he's only a premier of a province. He's not the prime minister of the country. And so we're all wasting our time everywhere. Honestly, we're all wasting our time. Anyway, there you go. Uncle Bruce, will I be able to visit Canada? I have a U.S. passport. I sure hope so. Tom, we'll sneak you over the border, Lorraine. We'll find a way. Charlie, Mock, if you want, not mad, just tired of hearing how horrible the majority of American voters are voting for sanity. Trump is no hero. I do respect Uncle Bruce's financial advice, but ridicule of opposing views is sad. Vilbus, majority of Americans did not vote for Mr. T. There you go. Well, I mean, how many people voted this election? Was it 50% of Americans voted total? Like, I don't know. It wasn't a big number this time around, I don't think, unfortunately. And so, it is what it is. Most Americans, honestly, I think, and Canadians, I think we're exactly the same. We don't give a crap about who's in the office. We don't care. We have too many other pressing matters in our lives, the matters in our house, at our jobs, with our friends. And we don't look outside of our world for a solution. We find our own solutions. For some people, they cannot understand it, want to look at the big world in question or elsewhere for the good and bad of it. It is what it is. At the end of the day, here, you want to make money in the stock market. I believe this channel offers you a pathway that you can go to take money out of the market for yourselves and your family. And if that, in your opinion, is only because of who's in the White House, believe what you want. If, in your opinion, it makes no difference who's in the White House, believe what you want. At the end of the day, if you don't write options, you can't make any money writing options. That's it. And if you don't put any money into the stock market, you can't make or lose money in the stock market. And there it is. That's the end of that. So what you put into it and why and how is your call. It's all up to you. I will give you whatever info I can, as best I can, to attempt to help you to succeed. That's all I can do. And who you vote for and why you vote for, if you vote at all, is all none of my business. It's your business. When you come here, you're better off, if possible, to say to yourself, whatever he says, this guy, I'm only going to listen to him when it comes to the market. Everything else he comments on, I'm not going to bother with. And it's okay, because we're all allowed to vent whatever we vent the way we vent it. But for some of you, it's unacceptable that whatever I do has to be in a certain way only, or it's unacceptable. I get it. Welcome to the free world. You're part of it. To choose what's best for you. It's totally up to you. But at the end of the day, this channel survives, thrives, grows, and exists only if people can make money. That's the end of the day. If I can help more of you make money than not make money, I get to stay on the air. But if this channel becomes a home of nothing but losers on the market, watch my ratings go right off the window. Watch everyone abandon this channel and not watch me ever again. It's as simple as that. It's a pretty cut and dried thing. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to help you get richer. That's all. I'm not trying to make you happy. I'm not trying to make you sad. I'm not trying to get you angry. I'm not trying to get you frustrated. If I can make you euphoric and I can make you happy, great. If there are things that we do here that don't make you happy, okay, Is this channel perfect for every single person? No. So if you've come to this channel for politics, you're in the wrong channel. But anyway, you got to do what you got to do. We're up 80 points on the Dow, so that's better, right? We're up 4.6 on S&P. We're only down 28 on NASDAQ. So actually the markets seem to be improving. We're up 5 on SoFi. We're up 68 cents on ASTS. Rocket Lab is now up 65 cents to 21.14. GameStop is up 34, and AI is up 38 cents. So we've got an improving market now. Hopefully it will continue on, and you guys will get richer and richer and richer and richer and richer and richer. There you go. That's all. Nothing personal. Just trying to get you richer. Let's see. What else is going on here? How do I get people talking about my cat? Asks Gonzo. Jen is laughing. Let's move on. 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 Lorraine, you say it best. Charlie, let's just make money. Stock Option Sensei is saying, I am curious, how much premium is generated each month because of Uncle Bruce? My guess is around $750,000 a month. Interesting to think about. Dollars. Yeah, of all the thousands of casual viewers and then diehard viewers here, every day this show gets about 1,200 to 2,000 views a day, depending on what's going on. How many of all of those folks are writing options? And, you know, like I said, casual viewers that come in once a week, twice a week, used to be here every day. Now they watch once in a while. How much money are they bringing in on a monthly basis from option premiums, right? I don't think it's that low. I think it's way more than 750,000 actually. Yeah, I think several million are now coming in through this channel because of option premiums. I really do. I think it's millions, because it really is stunning to think that some of you out there started off with 20 grand, 10 grand, 50 grand, 100,000, 200, 500,000. And some of you are now generating 5 and 10 and 20 and 30 and 50,000 a month and more than that. And there are many of you doing this, not 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 of you. There aren't like, 60 people making 5,000 a month around here. That's not the case. It's substantial. It is very substantial. Now, did it hurt that SoFi went to $14.44 from $4.44? It didn't hurt. Rocket Lab from 3 something to 21 something. That didn't hurt. GameStop went down to $9.99, which was $40 a share. Now back to 20. That's just $82 a share. It all helps. I mean, yeah. Or GameStop now 25 a share, which is 100 actually. It all helps. But the writing of options and taking premiums off the table and what have you. There are so many of you who bring in 3, 5, 8, 10,000 in a month. There are hundreds of you guys, if not thousands, here doing this. And it really adds up. And there are days, of course, when a huge hit is generated. And then there are days where it's kind of quieter. But I'm thinking it's pretty serious. And I'm excited for you guys. I love it. Thank you. Ricardo, I want to talk about Credit Savage Wall Street. Calls and puts, he makes money. I got to get to this level, man. I got to get there. J-Boy, young meat like veal. I have no idea what's going on. Wow, that's great, says Stock Option. Lorraine, I'm old foul, she says. A Savage of Wall Street sold 10 sound cash-secured puts expiring March 21 and Feb 21. I took in $1.07 in premiums per contract. Today, I have stinkers to buy those covered calls set at 39 cents. That's a 60% return, or over 60% in 10 days, not even eating until expiry. Thank you. There you go. Stock option sensei. I know my portfolio has doubled in short order because of what I have learned here. Savage Wall Street. Ricardo, it all starts with class numero uno, my friend. There's no magic bullet. Time in the market will always beat timing their market. Dude, right, left, two arms of the same body. One thing doesn't change. Money, money, money. That's right. Making dough. Taking the dough off the table and saying, thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you guys so much for joining me today and always joining me every single day that you're here. I so appreciate you all. The fact that you've been grabbing the classes, you look me up for one-on-ones, you make super chat donations or PayPal donations to Jennifer and I, keep encouraging us to keep on going, and we've changed your lives. Thank you from every level, however you support this channel and however you support this YouTuber. You guys are the best. We love it. I've been going on YouTube now since 2017 for my first channel. This one since 2020. It's now 2025. I'm still a YouTuber. I can quit anytime I want and write options myself and just do that. But I find that this is so engaging for me. And I'm just so thrilled to take so many of you from the ground floor of zero knowledge of options and building you up with confidence and knowledge at the same time, and get you through those early learning stages that when you reach the middle level and the upper level, it's a whole different ball game. The kind of questions I get from some of you folks privately 2 or 3 years into your relationship with us, there's no comparison to the kind of questions you used to ask me. So many of you have graduated so far down the option highway with knowledge and experience. You've changed your lives. You've changed your trajectory forever. And I couldn't be more thrilled. I just feel so good about it. I just want to keep that game going as long as possible. So, hey, join me tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time if you're a Gold Bagel member. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, you'll have to join us at 8:30. But it's up to you whether or not you want to be a Gold Bagel member or a Chillin' member. We love you, Jen and I, no matter whether you're a member or not. Hopefully you're subscribers. Thank you again for those of you today that hit this thumbs up button all morning long. We're now at 197 on the thumbs up meter. 197, 3 away from 200. On the poll question today, we've had 208 votes come in over there. 36% say yes. My relatives and friends are amazed at how much money I'm making writing options, beating their accounts. 64% are saying nope. My relatives and friends are not amazed that I am beating the crap out of their managed accounts because I've been showing them how I've been doing this, and they're going, wow, geez, so you ever making a lot of money? Can you do this for me? Can you help me? Can you train me how to do this?
Can you look after mine?
Can you do mine? Yeah, can you look after my account for me? And you say, why don't you watch Uncle Bruce yourself? Why don't you just watch his classes, you cheap, you know what? And take his classes, learn for yourself, and change your life. 200 thumbs ups are now on the meter. Oh, man, you guys are great. Thank you very, 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 very much. Unlike Zelensky, I am saying thank you. And I also just gave Cannon on the Hill thumbs ups. And I'm the 10th thumbs up on Cannon of the Hill's donation of $49.99. Thank you, Cannon on the Hill, for that $49.99 super chat today. You're awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today from wherever you are on the planet. Have a great, great, profitable day today. Get rich, 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 and richer. Let's go, baby. It's time for the market to pay you for your efforts. I think that's the only reasonable thing to expect, don't you think? Yeah, baby. I love it. All right, kids. We will see you here tomorrow morning. First thing, 8 o'clock Eastern or 8:30, depending on what level of membership you have. And let's see if we can get you guys richer tomorrow. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll be on my other channel tonight, Traveling with Bruce, pulling out some trivia questions tonight on Traveling with Bruce. If you like trivia, Join me tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, on TWB. Giddy on up. Oh, yeah. B. Tizzle, you're saying it just right. Money, 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 money. More money, 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 money. There you go. Walter says, Savage, that's what I'm talking about. We appreciate you, Bruce, says Gonzo Cruiser. Thank you, everybody. Swear, I'm kind of curious what you think about my email. I'll have to get to it. I'll look it up. Richard Carlin, neat. Walter, Bruce, you are about to hit 200 thumbs up. I did it. It happened. Isn't that great? Thank you all. Deep value. Thank you. Neat. Splair, my next deposit is coming on Thursday. Oh, yeah, baby. Go, Splair. Stock option sensei. Neat. Dude. Neat. Free range. Neat. Don't forget the Knights of Neat. Honor the Knights of Neat. Larry Titus. Neat. Stuart. Neat. Ricardo. Thank you. Have a relaxed day, everybody. Don't forget my Splair TV CSP email, please. Okay. Thank you, Splair. Tom. Neat. Splair. Neat. Walter. Neat. Dude, let's go. Everyone, you rock. Keep your nerves like ice water. Hoster guard. Neat. Bowling Tiger. Neat. Flint Creek. Neat.
Take your cat for a walk.
Take your fat cat for a walk. There you go. There's a message from Auntie Jen. James the Misty Tree. Neat. One. Neat. Don't forget the knee emojis. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Get richer. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It will be fine. It's all right. Okay, kids, we'll see you later. Jen and I are going to say goodbye in 3, 2, 1. Bye.